You see, I'm not saying you should practice Kriya with a particular religion. I'm saying that religions haven't been very successful at all. In fact, they've been horrendous at times. It's the practice that helps, that counts, not the religion. All I'm saying is you don't have to put your religion behind you to do the practice. And it shouldn't get in the way of you being religious. You can carry on your religion, no problem. It's not required that you give up your religion to do Kriya. Or it's not required that in doing Kriya you have to accept some amalgam religion of Hinduism and Christianity or some other blotch together. I'm simply saying that spiritually, for your spiritual well-being and progress to maturity, Kriya will be a great help to you. I'm not saying that Kriya will do it on its own, but I'm also not saying that a religion is a necessary requirement to your progress. If you have a religion, Kriya will actually strengthen you in your religion to maturity, the way it should probably be ethically and as regards spiritual maturity. And I agree that may actually conflict with how your religion, the religion that you ascribe to, is manifesting itself in the world. And of course you may then, I don't know, presumably apart from it, but you may not. I'm just saying that Kriya, like breathing, is a great help, but the fact that you're breathing doesn't mean to say that you're going to become a wonderful person. Does it? But try becoming a person at all, not breathing at the minute, and you find you simply die. I mean, that's not the way to go. Kriya is for you. Whoever you are, I'm saying Kriya is for you. It will make you fuller, happier person. I think I am saying, though, it won't in itself give you enlightenment. You will need a devotion to God. I think it may well clear the pathway to that devotion to God. Yes, I think so. It makes it so much more possible. And to the extent that it becomes trans-world in practice, it will also bring much harmony between the nations. And if you've gone through some experience of the 20th century and the beginning of the 21st, you can appreciate how valuable that might be. I think I'm saying it's not to be wedded to any particular religion, because then other religions will not feel they can practice it and they'll be denied it. Do you see? If it's something that Hinduism and or Christianity both embrace, then the other religions, especially something like Islam and Buddhism, will want to reject it. Don't want them to be denied this help. They can stay in their practice. They're not required to swap religions, for goodness sake. don't see that as progress. Or to drop their religion completely. I don't see that as progress either. It's not required. What is required is what, in a sense, all religions at heart want, which is a greater love of God. It's expressed in one religion's way or another's. Okay. Well or not so well? Yes, probably. So what? The practice will be a blessing to all. That's what I understand to be Lahiri Mahasaya's view. I can teach better within my religion with the clearness of mind that Kriya gives me. It's a bit like saying you've been given rules of logic and you understand, you're a master of logic. Well, in which case you can make more sense of your religion, achieve its goals more efficiently. Does it at the same time affect the goals? Yes, it may well do. You'll shed anything in your religion that you really come to the conclusion is not right. You don't want to risk that? Okay, fair enough. Don't do Kriya. Will a religion find Kriya threatening? Well, if it does, then of course it will outlaw it. Say, no, have nothing to do with it. And don't get me wrong, Western secularism is an example of religion. Take that paradox for a moment. It outlaws anything it thinks is running away with the fairies. It just labels it as mental illness. That's its way of outlawing it. It doesn't burn you at the stake, it locks you up in an asylum of drugs and therapy and so on. Or in Eastern cultures might put you through a behaviour modification program. Religiously speaking, secularity is just as strict and severe as any religion or cult. Can be. And equally can be a great blessing, of course. Look quite simply what the founder, God if you like, or Babaji if you wish, purposes is not what the current generation say SRF or the Ananda organisation. Kriyananda now purpose. And the literature isn't necessarily perfect or persuasive as regards the truth of the matter. I don't see that something like SRF or Ananda communities are actually what Babaji is supposed to have been purposing. Nor Lahiri Mahasaya. I still feel strongly that when we get to Babaji or Krishna or Jesus or Krishna, we're into the realm of myth, story, legend, the received wisdom of the ages, not, if you like, accounting history, but a historicity that's moved on even further if you look at the altar of these two establishments, Lahiri and the line of gurus since is definitely human. But pre-Lahiri, Babaji and Jesus, it's not so reliable at all, is it? Are they historicity, legend or myth? It's not just the victors that rewrite history as historicity. The spiritual victors do too. They can't help it. What they have earnestly come to want has become earnestly part of their original commission and ministry. And they can find confirmation in such and give you a historistic account. 2 quotes prove it, close quotes. Are you calling Paramahansa then a liar in his autobiography? No. No. I'm simply saying that what we think is stronger and more persuasive than any unknown history. And that a Hindu sees Krishna and a Christian sees Jesus, and the Catholics see the Mary, is consistent to my mind with the power of the mind, not some corrupt intention. And my understanding is that miracles in general happen for the same reason. We are creating this dream we live in that we call reality, rather more than we might suppose. When we wake up, we want to be sure God's there, and we're there with him. And that we love him to bits. Love you, Dad.